Hello, Leo! Welcome to November, and welcome to your November 2015 Tarotscope. This is Gwendolyn of Readings by Gwendolyn, and I'm going to shuffle the cards here, and then we'll get into your November Tarotscope. Thanks again for watching. So, let's see, this definitely wanted to come out for Leo. And that is Knight of Wands, which means confidence. Wow, some definite money cards. 2 of coins and 4 of coins. Looks like we have some passion or heartbreak. Let's take a look and see what else is coming out. King and Queen of Rods. Lots of fire and coins energy, interestingly enough. Okay, wow. It's going to be, it looks like a pretty dynamic kind of month for you, Leo. November opens up with you feeling very confident and bold. This is Knight of Rods, which Knights have to do with testing energies and experimenting with things. So you might be, there's 2 ways that Knight of Wands can go. So on the high side, Knight of Wands is full of bravery, full of confidence. He just goes for it. He's the Knight of Fire. So that can be like a young version of yourself. You might be feeling like, I feel like a teenager again. Because Leo is fire sign, and this is all about the fire energies, feeling vitality, courage, daring, bravery. That's the high side, and ultimate confidence. That's the high side of Knight of Rods. The low side is kind of like a risk taker, and the low side means leaping before you look, or maybe having a cocky or arrogant attitude. Be careful of that with Knight of Rods. See if you can channel this fiery, confident, daring, brave energy into exactly those things. Just being confident, being, sure of yourself, being willing to go out on a limb and go for it, but without being cocky or arrogant or, the other extremes of what Knight of Rods can be. So enjoy that confident, go for it attitude. The beginning of the month definitely opens up with some regards to money. There is joint finances are highlighted. That's 2 of coins here. Juggling money. Sometimes this can mean, getting something from Peter to pay Paul. So it's like covering your bases. That can also be featured with this 4 of coins. You've got some concerns about covering your bases. And, what I'm getting from both of these cards is that there might be someone else's money involved, but you're a little bit concerned. You kind of want to keep the status quo. This is saying that you might be juggling finances. There's a little bit of fear with money, like, am I going to have enough to cover it all involved here? And be careful that you're not feeling unsteady or blocked because of money. This is, on the high side, what both of these cards mean is 4 is stability. I'm maintaining things, maintenance, status quo. 2 of coins means, on the high side, it means being flexible, being able to juggle things, being able to handle many things at once, having many coins in the air at the same time. So it could be like you're managing to balance your budget, but it seems like it might be stretching it. Be careful that money you don't become preoccupied with it at the beginning of November, because it may block your heart if you do so. So there's a little bit of keeping the status quo, but it could be joint finances, and that's what's keeping you stable. That's what is enabling you to cover your bases. There might be something of a disappointment regarding money at the beginning of November. This is 3 of Swords, so this is 3rd wheel energy. This is, there's 3 different ideas. There might be some indecision, anxiety, or tension. I'm going to say especially regarding money, because it's right here with this first line, which is talking about that. So if you have some sort of disappointment regarding being able to cover your bases, or some sort of indecision about what to do with money that you've received or that you're holding on to, that's featured here for the first part of the month. It also shows in the middle of the month that there might be you might come into some sort of passion or extreme This is the Devil card, which can sometimes mean bondage, feeling stuck, feeling like a slave. Because it's in reverse, you might be getting freed from a situation. When it's showing up as Devil, oftentimes it means feeling stuck, feeling chained, believing in something that's not true. So that's that card. But because it's in reverse, it might be saying that you're waking up to something. I'm actually getting that for you because you're waking up to a realization. Two of Wands is feeling like you have the world in your hands and having like a spiritual journey or a spiritual revelation. So what I'm seeing here with Devil in reverse and followed by Two of Wands is that you might be having some sort of spiritual revelation or discovering your own power. Because when you have been in the grips of something that feels bigger than you or feels like you can't get out of, you feel like you're stuck, and then that frees you and you discover your own power. That's what these two cards are saying to me. It also works in line with this Knight of Wands. So it's like you're discovering your own confidence, your own boldness, your own power. So enjoy that, Leo. I mean, maybe these joint finances or, you know, holding on to things for dear life isn't serving you, or the preoccupation here. You're discovering your own power in this situation is what I get the sense of. And that in some ways there's a King of Fire, King of Wands, so Aries, another Leo, or Sagittarius perhaps involved, who is looking the other way. And he may be not interested in your growth. He may not be helping you to grow in your situation. You need to pursue this path, which is your Two of Wands, you know, feeling like the world is your oyster, that this is a pearl, that, you know, the world is yours to conquer and discover. That's a spiritual journey, and that's discovering your own power. There's this King of Wands who is not really helping you grow. In fact, he's in line with this Tower and this Three of Swords. This may be an old lover, or this could be a parental figure, or it's definitely someone who means a lot to you, or has been an authority figure, but they're looking away. There's something changing with them, or dramatic happening with them this month. Tower is saying that, and it's almost like a heartbreak. So I don't know if like a King of Swords or a King of Wands is leaving you. They may be in ill health also, because they're looking away from Empress. Empress is all about health, radiance, vitality, growth, abundance, prosperity, and he is actually surrounded by Empress in reverse, ill health, Tower, something dramatic and extreme change, and then this heartbreak. So there is a way in which he's leaving the scene in November. So ex-lover, ex-husband, old friend, somehow King of Wands is exiting. And then Queen of Wands, that's you, Leo. That is, you know, this is the woman in her own radiance, or this can be a person, you know, it can represent male or female here. Queen of Rods is Leo. You know, it can be Sag, it can be Aries, but Queen of Fire here, I'm reading that as you, Leo, whether you're male or female. Just holding the sunflower, standing in your radiance, feeling confident, feeling bold. It actually really goes along with all of these cards. These are all wand cards, being freed from this devil, confinement, believing in things that aren't true. It actually tells me that you may be having belief in yourself, confidence. All three of these cards say that for you, and that this is a card, 7 of coins, of reconsideration, rethinking things, taking time to consider the crossroads that you're at, taking the time to reflect upon things, reflect upon, you know, what is the garden that I want to harvest? It's a time for reassessment and consideration of things. It's sort of like, it reminds me of the farmer who like sits back and leans on his hoe or his shovel and says, you know, how are my plants doing? Do they need more kind of fertilization? Do they need more nutrients? Are these the plants that I want to be growing? You've got a lot of confidence right now, and you're discovering your own power, and there's something major at the end of November that is going to end. This is 10 of Swords. This is the end of a cycle, and this is sudden change. So something may end very suddenly, especially related to any Sag, Aries, or another Leo that you may have. King of Fire can also be, a landlord, an authority figure, an older brother, a parent, a boss, anything that really. He's usually someone who is pretty bold himself and eccentric. He does things in his own unique, charismatic way. Like if you think of the archetype of Mozart or Walt Disney or someone who's creative, got their own flair to things. But he's exiting, and it might happen in a very dramatic, quick way. It might be heartbreaking, but there's an end coming up here, Leo. So that is my reading for you for November, Leo. It looks like, I'm just happy for you because it looks like you're discovering your own power. And you are taking the time at the end of the month to reflect whether the garden that you're growing you're reassessing things. And there's going to be an end that's happening at the end of November. You may be preoccupied with finances towards the beginning of November, but I'm seeing a lot of confidence, spiritual journey, discovering your own power. So I'm really seeing, there may be an exiting of a King of Rods figure, but I'm seeing you coming into your own. So I hope you enjoy that, Leo. Enjoy the holidays for November, and thank you again so much for watching. Yours in the Stars. If you enjoyed the reading, feel free to check out my readings for the other signs, and feel free to like, share the video on any platform, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Yours in the Stars.